What would you do if I told you that electronics you've been carrying through airport security for years, stuff you never gave a second thought, could get yanked out of your bag in 2026? You'd probably think I'm exaggerating. I thought so too. Until I went through the current TSA and FAA guidelines line by line. Turns out there are 10 specific electronic devices that are getting confiscated at checkpoints right now, and some of them are going to surprise you. Oh, and that question in the title about your AirPods? I'll get to that. The answer isn't as simple as you'd think. Here's the thing nobody's really explaining clearly. The core issue behind all of this is lithium-ion batteries. You know, the rechargeable batteries inside basically everything you own. Yes, your phone, your laptop, your earbuds, your portable charger. These batteries contain volatile electrolytes. If they overheat, short circuit, or get physically damaged, they can enter what's called thermal runaway. That's a chain reaction where temperatures can spike past 900 degrees Fahrenheit in seconds. We're talking sparks, jets of flame, the works. And in a pressurized airplane cabin, that's a nightmare scenario. The FAA logged 89 lithium battery incidents on aircraft in 2024 alone. That's roughly 2 per week, and about 40% of those involved portable chargers. So the TSA and FAA haven't just been updating guidelines for fun, they're responding to real fires on real planes. Now, in early 2026, airports across the country finished rolling out AI-driven CT scanners. These new machines are significantly better at spotting non-compliant batteries. The days of maybe sneaking through with a questionable device are basically over. And the consequences? They've gotten way more serious. We're talking confiscation of the device with no chance of getting it back. Civil penalties from the TSA of up to $17,062 per violation. And in serious cases, you could have your TSA pre-check or global entry status permanently revoked. So yeah, this matters. Let's get into the list, starting with the ones most people don't realize are a problem. Number 1, oversized power banks. This is the big one. Any portable charger rated above 100 watt-hours is banned from both carry-on and checked bags, unless you've gotten prior airline approval. And even then, you're limited to 2 batteries between 101 and 160 watt-hours. Anything over 160? Completely prohibited. Period. Here's the math that trips people up. Most power banks are rated in milliamp hours, not watt-hours. A typical 27,000 mAh power bank sits right around that 100 watt-hour threshold. Go above that, and you're in confiscation territory. And here's the kicker. If your power bank doesn't have its capacity clearly printed on the label, if it's rubbed off or was never there because you bought some off-brand unit from a random online marketplace, the TSA agent can confiscate it on the spot. They're going to err on the side of caution every single time. Number 2, any power bank or spare battery packed in checked luggage. I can't stress this enough. It doesn't matter if your portable charger is 5,000 mAh or 25,000 mAh. If it's a lithium-ion battery and it's not installed inside a device, it cannot go in your checked bag. This isn't new exactly, but enforcement in 2026 is dramatically stricter thanks to those upgraded scanners. The TSA will open your checked bag, pull the battery out, and you won't see it again. Number 3, e-cigarettes and vape devices in checked bags. Same principle. Vapes contain lithium-ion batteries, which means they're required to travel in your carry-on, never your checked luggage. And here's a detail a lot of vapers miss. Your tank needs to be empty. TSA agents have been instructed to enforce this more aggressively. If you pack a vape in your checked bag, it will almost certainly be confiscated, and you could face significant fines on top of that. Number 4, smart luggage with non-removable batteries. Remember those high-tech suitcases with built-in GPS tracking, USB charging ports, and digital locks? If the lithium battery inside can't be removed, that entire bag is banned. Not just from checked luggage, from the plane altogether. This one catches a lot of people off guard, especially folks who bought smart luggage a few years ago when the market was booming. If your bag's battery isn't removable, you need a new bag. Simple as that. Number 5, and this one gets people emotional, hoverboards. Self-balancing scooters, electric skateboards, anything in that category. They're universally banned from both carry-on and checked bags on every major US airline. The lithium batteries in these things are massive, often well over 160 watt-hours, and there's been a documented history of overheating and fires. Some manufacturers slap FAA approved on the marketing. Don't fall for it. Government agencies don't actually certify hoverboard batteries. No airline will accept them. If you show up to the checkpoint with one, it's gone. Number 6. Recalled or damaged batteries and devices. This is broader than most people realize. If your laptop, phone, or any electronic device has a battery that's been subject to a manufacturer recall, it's banned from the aircraft entirely. Carry on and checked. And it doesn't have to be officially recalled. If your battery is visibly swollen, dented, or damaged in any way, TSA agents are trained to flag it. Think about that old laptop sitting in the bottom of your travel bag. The one with the battery that's been bulging for 6 months. That's a confiscation waiting to happen. Number 7. Loose spare lithium batteries with exposed terminals. This one's about how you pack. If you're carrying spare camera batteries, drone batteries, or any uninstalled lithium batteries, the terminals need to be insulated. That means tape over the contacts, original retail packaging, or individual plastic bags. If a TSA agent pulls a loose lithium battery out of your bag and the terminals are exposed, they can confiscate it. Short-circuiting is the risk here. A loose battery touching a coin, a key, or another battery terminal can heat up fast. Number 8. Drone battery packs over the watt-hour limit. Drone hobbyists, pay attention. Your typical consumer drone battery might be fine, but higher-end models with batteries pushing past 100 watt-hours need airline pre-approval, and you're limited to 2. If you're flying with a professional rig, and you've got 5 high-capacity drone batteries in your bag without documentation, you're going to have a very bad time at security. And just like power banks, these batteries are strictly carry-on only. Number 9. Portable power stations and solar generators. These have gotten incredibly popular with the camping and outdoor crowd. But here's the problem. Many of these units have lithium battery capacities of 500, 1,000, even 2,000 watt-hours. That's 10 to 20 times the allowed limit. These are completely banned from aircraft. No exceptions. No airline approval process. If it's over 160 watt-hours and it's not a medical device like a wheelchair, it's not getting on the plane. And number 10. Battery-integrated phone cases packed in checked bags. This one sneaks up on people because they don't think of their phone case as a separate battery. But if your case has a built-in battery for extra charging, it's classified the same as a power bank. It needs to stay in your carry-on. In checked luggage, it's subject to confiscation. Now, let's talk about AirPods. I know that's why a lot of you clicked. Are your AirPods safe? The short answer is yes. Your AirPods, AirPods Pro, AirPods Max, they're completely fine to bring through TSA in your carry-on. The lithium-ion batteries in wireless earbuds are tiny. We're talking well under 1 watt-hour per earbud, and the charging case itself is typically around 1.5 to 6 watt-hours depending on the model. That's nowhere near the 100 watt-hour threshold. You don't need to remove them from your bag. You don't need to declare them. They won't trigger any scanner flags. TSA classifies them as small electronics, same as your phone. But, and here's the nuance, some international airlines are starting to treat earbud charging cases the same as power banks, since the case technically functions as a lithium-ion battery pack. Eva Air, for example, now requires that wireless earbud charging cases stay in carry-on only. Air New Zealand has similar wording. So while your AirPods are safe domestically, if you're flying internationally, check your airline's specific policy. The trend is moving towards stricter rules, not looser ones. So what should you do before your next flight? Let me give you 3 steps that'll keep you out of trouble. First, check the watt-hour rating on every single battery-powered device you're packing. Power banks, laptops, camera batteries, drone batteries. If you can't find the rating, use the formula milliamp hours times voltage divided by 1,000 equals watt-hours. If it's under 100, you're fine for carry-on. Between 101 and 160, Get airline approval in advance. Above 160, leave it home. Second, never put loose lithium batteries or power banks in your checked bag. Everything lithium goes in carry-on. Tape the terminals on spare batteries. Use the original packaging if you have it. Keep things organized so the screening process goes faster. Third, check for battery recalls before you fly. The Consumer Product Safety Commission maintains a searchable database. It takes 2 minutes. If your device has a recalled battery, either get it replaced or don't bring it on the plane. Look, these rules aren't designed to make your life harder. The TSA and FAA are reacting to real incidents. Fires on planes caused by lithium batteries that weren't packed properly or shouldn't have been on the aircraft in the first place. Understanding these rules isn't just about avoiding a fine or losing a gadget. It's about keeping 200 people in a metal tube at 35,000 feet safe. This situation is evolving. Airlines are adding restrictions, scanners are getting smarter, and the devices we travel with keep getting more powerful. If you found this breakdown useful, hit that subscribe button. I'm going to keep tracking these changes so you don't get blindsided at the checkpoint. And if you've had something confiscated at TSA this year, drop it in the comments. I want to hear what caught you off guard. I'll see you in the next one.